In our subsequent editions, we will be taking a closer look at some of the standout designs and designers from the Night of Light. So make it a date with us. And from there, we move well into the movie dome proper to catch UK-based Nigerian filmmaker Kehinde Omoru on her very new project. After a mild critical reception for her last movie, Whose Meal Ticket and Deeply Cut, Omoru has concluded works on her new project titled Girls for Sale. She now joins us from the UK via telephone. Many thanks for joining us on the program. Now, to begin with, how did your previous movie fare in the cinemas?
I can say that they've done well. They are my preliminary efforts to promote health issues, and they have been greeted with a lot of positivism. So they have done well. You have to climb the rungs of a ladder to get to the top anyway. So I'm in no hurry, and I can say they have done really very well.
Speaking about using your movies to draw attention to a serious issue, why do you feel the need to do so?
The culture in Nigeria has been reactive rather than proactive, as against what I experienced here in the UK. There is a lot of preparation, and there is a lot of works going to ensure that you do not get ill. And everybody knows that at times you cannot avert an illness, but there's a lot of health promotional activities going on. In Nigeria, it isn't so. It's very reactive. People react when there is now a disease or an illness instead of doing things, putting measures in place that forestall it. I feel that because of the reactivity in attending to our health concerns, the best way to approach tough issues with regards to health is to go via the medium that people are, in tune with. And at the moment, it's just home video. So that's the reason why I'm going through the visual media.
Now, let's talk about the new movie Girls for Sale. Where did you find the story?
It's my story, but it was inspired by the death of a young woman that I know, remotely know. She was like about 25 years old, and she was diagnosed with cervical cancer somewhere in the middle belt of Nigeria. And her family members and her husband's people actually then stigmatized her, unfortunately so. And of course they said she was a dirty woman. That's why she had developed cervical cancer. And she was left not very well attended to, and eventually she died. So I am just standing up in my own little way to say cervical cancer does not develop all of the time because you're promiscuous, and nobody has a right anyway to cane another person for a mishap. Nobody is perfect. So this is the reason why I am doing this.
Okay, but beyond all of this, what are your plans for the movie to ensure it is successful as a business? Because of the commonalities in cervical cancer and the cuts across peoples and races and all that, every woman alive is in one way susceptible to it one way or the other. I have done a collabo with Ghanaian artists, so I've got Jackie Appiah on board with us. I have Mr. Ajololo coming from Ghana to make it not just a Nigerian affair, it's also a Ghanaian affair. And because it is such a popular disease, the second most virulent cancer that affects women, I am going to try my very best to make it go across Nigeria and then West Africa and then the whole of Africa, and if God wills, the UK and outside the UK. Now, online there is a strong rivalry between Nigerians and Ghanaians. Did you experience any of those rivalries on set?
No, because my message is humanistic. I didn't even embrace that at all. All I just did was through Opa Williams, who I engaged to produce this movie for me, haven't written it. I decided that he should speak to Jackie and speak to Mr. Jololo and appeal to that humane parts of them, and then help them understand that over and above any feelings they may have, I have a message to do with life. And to be honest with you, Jackie was brilliant. She just embraced it and she fed into it, and so did Mr. Jololo fed into it. I happen to know that the actual behind the scenes relationship between the Nigerians and the Ghanaian artists was really very cordial, really very friendly, and then everything went on smoothly. There was no rivalry at all on set.
All right, many thanks for joining us again on the program. Now it's time for a quick break. Entertainment news will return in a bit. Don't go away.